Really happy to have our panelists before us. And we decided that the panel will be having three members in it. And it also happens that today being the Women's Day, and we women are highly engaged in responsible jobs. And she has gone out on a very responsible thing. And she said that she'll be joining us while we are on the discussion. So let us move on with our two panelists with the consent of the panelists. Yes, ma'am, shall I go on now? Yes, yes, this will be our last panel today for discussion of the topic on 21st century women. It talks about the women of the 21st century, very ambitious in many people's words, and what happens when ambition combines with education? What happens to her is something different. And we have with us our panel members, highly educated, highly renowned, and who have established a social setup for themselves, a status for themselves. So they are much suited to give us the discussion and give us their opinion on 21st century women. Moving on to the question part, I would like to put my question to Madam Archana. What do you believe, ma'am, that what can make 21st century women, what can prepare young women and put them as proper products of 21st century, where modern education aligned with digital technology makes an important impact in everybody's life?
Okay, first of all, thank you all for putting this up. And thank you, Mr. Siddharth. It's because of him that I'm on the panel too. I guess he's made this happen for all the lovely ladies on the platform. So thank you very much. So coming to your question, I think today we don't have a choice, whether we're a boy or girl or whatever gender it is. Digital technology is the way forward. You understand? And our women today, especially in our country, are so powerful, so much, they have so much knowledge, they are so hardworking. Like in event management, let me give you a small example. We keep saying that the detail is in the God, right? That's why we have to get into every detail of everything. That's when the event goes off well. And you will see that we have more women working in this industry than men, even though the productions happen at night. All the client servicing people, all the creative people, all the people doing the bigger events are mostly women, because they have the patience, they have time to go into all the details, right? So similarly, now coming to technology, I think if women can be can have the right skills, if they have the right education with regards to technology, if they can be mobile, move away from their homes or their villages or their states, and if they are technology savvy, there is nothing stopping women moving forward in the digital age, moving forward in the next 75 years or 20 years or whatever you call it, right? Because I don't think any women will not be able to talk about this, right? Or work on it. Today, we are all on our phones. We are all, using apps. We are, thanks to the lockdown, I think everybody got, hard training that we have to order things online. You can't step out of the house. Everybody was dependent on technology. And I think we all survived, right? So when push comes to shove, if the whole world is becoming tech savvy and digital, all of us will be there, first in line. So I'm not worried about that at all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, what you say is right, because when the lockdown started, I was also like that. I never knew anything to do. I never knew how to buy even the essential provisional items online. Then I learned it, and now I know a little more than what I should know
That's
regarding the
it. I mean,
purchase
that's the
of.
way you learn. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
way you learn.
So this lockdown has given us a benefit, and it is somewhere a boon for me to learn the e-technology. So this is how it will help other women also, I hope. And thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Now my question will be to Kanumega, ma'am. Madam, what in your opinion do you think that will make a highly educated woman balance her life at home? How is that she could balance her career and life in this 21st century where she plays a major role in the industry or in a career?
Thank you, Jiva. So first, I would like to thank Siddhartha sir for inviting me for the panel discussion, and thank you, Anushka and Preeti, for your tireless effort since morning, and you're hosting the session. Okay, so yeah, as you asked, how to create the balance. So, in my opinion, the balance is actually created by how you perceive the pressure, right? So, the women are working in various domains now these days. Like we are working in space science, we are working in agriculture, brewery, and politics, and so many other domains. So now those women are also balancing their family as well as their professional the professional career. So it is how you perceive the pressure, how you perceive your kind of work and the family. So the perception is very important. So when the perception makes you to understand how to create the balance. So actually it all comes from your brain. So if you take it as a great responsibility that you're having multiple tasks and you are taking this in a manner like it will create a pressure to your mind, so you will not be able to handle it. So in my opinion, it is how you train your mind to handle your professional development as well as your personal life. So in that way, if you just take it in that manner, so you can balance in both the things.
You mean to say that it's the mindset that matters?
Yes, absolutely.
As Rajashri Madam put in her speech in the morning session. So absolutely. That's the mind. The mind in its place and itself makes a hell of heaven and a heaven of hell. Shall we take it like that, ma'am?
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, let me again go back to Archana, madam. And I just want to know about the statistics or something statistics on women's education and the ethics part of it while dealing in business. I have heard men talking like, when we do straightforward business, there is no progress. We cannot make much profit, they say. How do women view that? Do you think that women are more ethical when it comes to the part of business and everything?
Yeah, see, I can definitely speak for myself. I think definitely women are more ethical. I am ethical in the way I do business. And I might not even take on business if there is something dishonest or a kickback or something like that involved, because I don't know how to do that, And once you get into that, then you have to keep on doing business in a dishonest way, which is not my cup of tea at all. I understand that this kind of business method is not about you and me. It's about the country. It's how the country functions, right? I mean, there's corruption in the country, then everybody gets into it to, stand first in line and, get the account or, win the bid or whatever it is. So the more the country helps us, I think more than education, what is really important for women in India is skill development. So they can, use that skill to earn money and, be progressive in their own lives, be independent, and then move on, right? So coming back to ethics, I think Kanu just mentioned, she said that it's about the individual person, right? So, I mean, if a person thinks he wants to or she wants to be dishonest, it's going to be difficult to move up the ladder or not get caught at some point in time, right? So today you see the big guys who've conned our country, they might not be here, but they're on their way back and they're in jail. So that should be a good example for all of us women to use the ethical part and still succeed. I think most women today are, very, very successful. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We understand that women themselves are very ethical. That's why they are life givers. They give life to life and they cannot be liars. That's what we always believe. Thank you, ma'am. Then let me put another question to Kanumega, ma'am, and thereby I hope that we will end this panel with her question, answer to that question. Ma'am, my question is, this is an emerging gig economy where women are also into the process of making this economy a more realistic one. And do you think that in this kind of gig economy in India, women's contribution is more, or do we lack somewhere, or we have to going forward still?
Completely agree. Yes, women are contributing a lot to the economic development, and yes, we are yet to see a lot more in future. So if we see the present scenario, a lot of women like your Kiran Mazumdar Shah, she's one of the iconic businesswomen in our country. So there are so many other women like in our country who are contributing a lot to the economic development. So yes, in this emerging gig economy, we must take our success in our hands, so that we can contribute a lot to the society. So there are many more examples. So like if we talk about the ancient example of the Mahabharata, Draupadi was one of the best examples. She was the epitome of courage. She was the epitome of kind of decision making. So nobody counseled her. No one counseled Draupadi. She was the one who changed her own mindset. She was the one who made up her mind to fight for her justice. So it is no one, like people will come out and counsel you, they will motivate you, but unless you motivate yourself, unless you prepare your own mind, you cannot excel or achieve something. So I still, again, I will just say that it's your own mindset which makes you to excel in life and contribute to the society.
Yeah, you mean to say that we are our destiny makers and we have
Yes.
to make our destiny good and well.
Absolutely.
Fine. Thank you, madam. Thank you. And I would like to thank both the panelists for all their valuable opinions and suggestions. It was nice talking to you both. And let me hand over the forum to Anushka now. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, panelists, for your very enriching discussion. I think this panel, I think all of our panels have been very different. All of them have dealt with different questions and different discussions, and this was a very important contemporary discussion that we had, and about gig economies, about women in 21st century. I think all the audience is taking a lot of information and a lot of knowledge with themselves behind when they like log out of here.